YouTube Nation. Today I am going to be mediator for the NFL. Basically, we got a problem. There's a lockout going on, right? Players want health care benefits. They want some retirement, benefits as well. The owners just want all this money and they don't want to give it to them. Check it out. Both sides are being greedy as fuck. Excuse my language. I forgot to warn you before. If you don't like spelling, you probably need to turn it off my videos. Because I like to curse a lot. I'm in the military, and I know it may be a stereotype, but the term cuss like a sailor doesn't just apply for the Navy. It applies to the Army, Marines, Air Force. We all cuss like hound dogs. It's not even funny. Anyway, both sides are being extremely greedy. Players. Now, I understand, as a career man myself, I like to look at things, I'm going to want retirement one day. I'm going to want, I like my health insurance, that the military gives me. I like the whole being able to, after you've served your time for so long, for them to take care of you now. You put in your service, and you want them to take care of you. But the difference between the military and the NFL is we're not getting paid $10 million a year. Okay? Guy, no one says you have to drive a fucking Lamborghini, okay? Go drive yourself a fucking Mustang and put the rest of that $50,000 extra in between, I don't even know the price of it. So why don't you take all that extra money? I'm making $10 million a year. You want to cry about health insurance? You want to cry about retirement? Why don't you be smart with your damn money? You're making millions upon millions upon millions a year. In 1 year, you're making that much money. I won't see that much money in my entire life. If I were to take all the money that I've ever made in my entire life from the day I started working till probably the day I retired from the military, I will never see what you ass clowns make in 1 year. Let alone your entire NFL career, which at max, unless you're Brett Favre, will last probably all of 12 to 13 years. I mean, seriously, guys. If you care about your health coverage, you like making the big bucks, then put some of that money aside for health insurance. Check it out. You make $10 million a year, right? You could put $1 million towards health coverage or whatever for whenever you get old and disabled from taking all those excruciating hits, which is your choice, by the way. Take another $1 million, put that towards like a retirement fund. Guess what? You still got $8 million a year to live off of. And if you can't live off of $8 million a year, you are living outside your means, my friend. Yes, I'm talking to you, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, and whichever other ass clown out there. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that scene from the movie Replacements, which was actually based on the real 1987 lockout, the player strike. What was that one quote that they made on the fake newscast? You know how much insurance costs on a Ferrari, motherfucker? Exactly. No one says that you are living outside your means. You want all this stuff, then you need to, if you want health insurance, if you want retirement pay, you need to take a big ass cut in pay. Like, there's no way around it. You can't have your cake and eat it, players. And that's exactly what you're wanting. Your job is to catch a fucking ball. I wish my job was that easy. I wish anybody's, I guarantee you, anybody in America, other than other professional athletes, that they wish their job was as easy as to keep your body in shape and go out there, catch balls, at the peak of your, potential. I'm pretty sure everybody wishes they could do that, but they can't. You can't have your cake and eat it. If you want health insurance, either one of two things needs to happen. You want the health and the retirement? Here's the deal. Take a big ass cut and pay, or put some of that, all that big dough that you're making now, put it back into a fund for that. Otherwise, quit bitching. Alright, players, that's it for y'all. Owners. Now, where does the greed set in? You guys are the greediest son of a bitches ever. $9 billion in revenue. And you can't divvy that out between everybody? How fucking hard is that? I mean, seriously. How fucking hard is that? You guys need to pull your heads out of your asses and get this shit straight. Alright? That's what it is about you owners, is greed. Everyone lives outside their means. Alright? The NFL is a multi-million personnel organization. Business. Alright? Everybody needs to get paid. Hell, technically, the fans need to get paid for all the bullshit we have to put up with. That's one thing I will remind you, owners and players alike, that football was not created for you owners. The NFL way back when was not created for the owners or for the players. No. It was created for the love of the game and for the fans that watch it. When the game first debuted, the fans basically controlled the game. And I don't mean as in like penalties and all that other bullshit. But they were the ones that decided pretty much who stayed and who went. You know, the fans were the deciding factor. Not the owners, not the players with their free agency and all this crazy shit. No. It was the fans. The players served the fans. And then now it seems like the fans are serving the players. We're the ones getting screwed over. You guys are getting paid millions, while the rest of us, middle class and a lot lower class people, are sitting around dishing out money to go watch games, to get it on DirecTV, NFLShop.com to get all of our jerseys and shit. The correct ones of us want to do things the correct way. Then tickets to the game if we ever want to go see one live. This shit is not cheap. There used to be a day where I could have went and got an NFL ticket when I was a kid, probably in the 90s. Nothing what it was way back in the day probably, but I could have gotten a ticket to see the Atlanta Falcons in the 90s when I was a child. Just looking at probably $35, right, roughly there. I can afford that now. But no, now it's like $65 plus for a ticket, if not more. You guys need to chill the fuck out. Alright, you want to charge us so much, there better not be no fucking lockout. I don't make threats, but I am like a Nostradamus. I'm telling you right now that you heard about that one nut job down in Alabama, right, that poisoned the trees? If that son of a bitch got that mad about his rivals beating their ass in that game, fuck you, Harvey Updike, by the way. I'm going to go ahead and throw that out there. Yeah, if there was a fan that got pissed off over that, imagine how some nut jobs out there, nut jobs, I mean, like crazy ass fans, like fanatics, like rabid Charles Manson following type fanatics. Can you imagine this now? No football for 2011. Let's throw some fucking Molotov cocktails, into the fucking lobby, why not? Let's burn this motherfucker down. I can see that happening. Would I do that? No, because I'm not a criminal, and I am sane. I love my Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh yeah, by the way, I am a Steelers fan. Yeah, you guys need to get this shit fixed right. Fix the greed. Quit living outside your means. We are the customer, and the customer is always right. We want football. Don't let us do without. The Max Tech. Peace out.